that it does contain certain chemicals which the body benefits from, it's feeding on. Fourth question, can an ailing Muslim take injections during the fast? There are some injections which make fasting easier. Can healthy but fasting Muslims take this? What is the real juristic value? I mean, is it an invalidator or undesirable act? As I said earlier, if we take injections for nourishment, this is forbidden. This is like eating. It breaks the fast. But if we take things like vaccines, etc., to prevent disease and things like this, this doesn't break the fast. Now, taking shots to make the fast easier, which benefits the body in a certain way, it feeds it and takes off the desire for hunger, etc., this, of course, we would consider as breaking the fast. Okay. We have a question now from Sister Farah. She writes, in Surah Ahzab, that's the 33rd chapter, section 8, or that is verse 8. Prophet, tell your wives and daughters of the believing women that they should cast their outer garments over themselves, etc. In the English translation of the Arabic English Quran, it says jilbab, an outer garment, a long gown covering the whole body or a cloak covering the neck and bosom. Does this refer to the hijab covering the hair? Because my friends say that her older brother had read through the Quran. It doesn't state that women should wear hijab. It is only an Arabic tradition. Is this true? Well, this is Sister Farah asking this question. Well, Sister Farah, first and foremost, if we go to Surah An-Nur, the 24th chapter, verse 31, we find there Allah saying, and tell the believing women, this is verse 31, tell the believing women to lower their gaze and guard their private parts and do not expose any of their beauty except what is unavoidable. They should draw their head scarves, khumurihunna, over their chests. Now, khumur is the plural of himar, which means a headscarf, or what in common parlance is called hijab. The jilbab is a covering from head to toe, including the hijab. To say that this is an Arabic custom to cover the hair, the himar or the headscarf is an Arab custom, is an expression of gross ignorance of both Islam and the Quran. The covering of the head is a part of Islamic teachings, and it is established in the Quran. It is in there from the Sunnah. There's so many hadiths which address this specifically. May this email find you and your family in high iman and the best of health. Well, here goes my query concerning astronomy. The Earth is rotating about its axis and going around the Sun. Astronauts are also able to go into space or land on the Moon. I've been told that to believe in the above 2 points to be true is incorrect, according to the literal and apparent understanding of the Quran. One brother quoted a sheikh saying that whoever believes the Earth is moving is a kafir, a disbeliever. And also these issues are said to be issues of ijma', that is the general consensus of Muslim scholars, according to the book of Imam Abdul Qadir al-Baghdadi, Farq Bayn al-Firaq. Third question, the Earth is round, is spherical. You mentioned that some scholars used to believe that the Earth was flat until the nephew of King Fahd went into space with NASA and reported his findings. So in this case, how is it that the apparent meaning of the Quran was rejected by the Sheikh for what was observed by the astronauts? Isn't the meaning of the Quran preserved If we understand the Quran, how the early generations understood it, shouldn't a person with no knowledge of science or just Islam, Quran, have the correct understanding of the universe as far as what is mentioned in the Quran and Sunnah about the universe? Okay. First and foremost, the earth rotates about its axis and it goes around the sun. Now, this issue is something which science has established. I personally believe that this is the case. The earth rotates on its axis and it goes around the sun. I do not believe that the sun is spinning around the earth, as it appears to us. This is based on my background. I was a major in science, biochemistry, when I was in university. So I studied these things in physics, etc. And my studies led me to conclude that. Now, if we go to the Quran, the idea that the earth rotates, in other words, that the earth is moving, there are verses in which Allah says, for example, وَالْجِبَالَ أَرْسَاهَا, and the mountains hold it firm, hold it from wobbling or whatever, you know. Some people interpret that to mean, well, that means that the earth doesn't move. But this term arsaha, you know, if we from a boat, we throw an anchor into the water, the term arsaha, the same term, stabilizing it, can be used. Relative to the boat, the anchor stabilizes it from drifting away. But the waves may cause the boat to move around while being still anchored. So the anchoring aspect does not deny motion in its totality. I mean, what it's alluding to is the fact that the mountains on the earth, in the positions that they are, they allow that spin to be a balanced spin, that if the mountains were not there, then the earth would be wobbling in its spin, and this type of thing is what it's referring to, as opposed to that it doesn't move at all. And the idea of the earth going around the sun, of course, we know it's ancient beliefs from the time of Aristotle and Ptolemy and the others who held that the universe was based around the earth. Everything spun around the earth, and this was their belief. And this has been handed down. Muslim scientists of the past, where they had no other information, they concluded that and went along with it. When modern science shows otherwise, then we drop it. We do not limit our understanding of the Quran to whatever was understood at a period of time when science was at its developing process, as it is still today. But we are increasing in knowledge, and we have Prophet Muhammad making a statement concerning ijtihad, concerning the affairs of this world. He said that you know best your own affairs. The things of the world, which have to do with the world, science, which is things where Allah has revealed certain aspects of this universe to us, we shouldn't have a problem dealing with them. And even the issue of the roundness of the earth, this was, concluded by scholars, though some modern scholars up until modern times had held that, some Muslim scholars had held that the earth was still flat, because, Allah referred to the earth as being spread out like a carpet, this is true. However, a carpet spread over a round globe, it's still spread out, And scholars like Al-Idrisi, is a geographer, he concluded way back in the 15th century that the earth was round. He concluded that from his own observations from traveling in ships, when you come up over the horizon, you don't see land, and the land appears gradually. If the earth was flat, then it's not going to happen. He made those conclusions. So when we deal with these kind of things where, Some scholars, based on literal interpretations, there are still literal interpretations based on some knowledge which has reached them. This is the point. So I don't think we need to worry about that. If a scholar has said, okay, anyone who believes that the earth is moving is a kafir, then this is an error on the part of the scholar. I mean, in his genuineness, he may feel that the text of the Quran is clearly stating this, so if you say it otherwise, then this is an error in his interpretation, his understanding, and he's a human being, and human beings err. So, with that, dear viewers, I'd like to thank you for being with us in this segment of the program. You can send in your letters to us to Sharjah Television, Dr. Bilal Phillips, P.O. Box 111, Sharjah, UAE. Sharjah is Sharjah. Or you may fax your questions to me at 9716 if you're outside of the country, or 06 inside the country, 5323724. Or you may email me at my website, bilalphillips.com. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.